Hey guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Beast! Peekaboo, I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Available Super Bowl 2023, the album, Dad, AF, Shine Bright Like a Diamond. Beast! I had to pay a little homage to Rihanna, who will be the halftime performer at the Super Bowl this year. So today we're going to talk, this is kind of like an old school OG drama video from back in the day that so many people would have like rushed over to see what was going on with Jeffree Star, but apparently nobody cares anymore, which is why he is stirring up drama, and I am here to talk about it. I had a very serious kind of makeup, beauty, influencer video that I had kind of been scripting and researching a little bit, but I still have some calls out and I have some research that I'm doing on it. So it's not a deep dive, but it's just my opinions based on some facts that are out there on the whole Michaela Nogueira thing that had happened in the last couple weeks, and I have further things that not so much just about Michaela, but about the beauty influencer space in general that I wanted to say. So I'm still working on that video, but in the interim, in the halftime show, Shine Bright Like a Diamond, I thought that we would talk about Jeffree Star. Jing-a-ling-a-ling, sham-a-lang-dang, ding-dong, ding. House of Drama phone, this is Peter speaking. Oh, hi, Jane, how are you? Huh? No, I'm sitting here and I was watching Jeffree Star's Instagram stories, huh? Yes, Jane, Well, he was rattling this bottle of Tylenol because he said his thighs hurt so much, Jane. He said, you know how that is. Well, I just assumed, what? Well, I just assumed it was because he had been using Suzanne Summers' Thigh Master. Yeah, that Thigh Master from back in the day. Somebody probably gifted him one or something like that. What? No. I don't think it's Jeffree and his NFL player, but a Thigh Master, Jane. Well, we'll see, I guess. It's all going to come out at the Super Bowl because Jeffree's going to the Super Bowl, he said. I know, it's so exciting. What do you think he'll wear? Wigs, probably. Well, all right, Jane. Okay. All right, well, we'll talk about it at the Women's League on Tuesday. No, I'm bringing my tuna tetrazzini casserole. What are you bringing? Oh, you're bringing your pineapple upside down cake. All right, Jane. Well, I'll see you then. All right, love you 2. I love you 3. I love you 4. All right, Jane. I can't do this today. Okay, bye-bye. So anyway, let's talk about Jeffree Star coming out and talking about how he's going to be, well, he didn't really come out and say that he was going to be at the Super Bowl. He said he's going to Arizona for Super Bowl weekend, which those are 2 completely different things. So we're going to talk about that in just a second. But before we do, I want to talk about the fact that he just had these mystery boxes come out. And right before he had the mystery box, hold on, I need a little lip gloss. If I'm going to talk about Jeffree Star, Jaclyn Hill, Manny Meway, Nikki Tutorials, James Charles, bye, sister. Anyway, if I'm going to talk about Jeffree Star, I need a little lip gloss, if you know what I mean. So, Jeffree Star, I can't get these names straight anymore. Jeffree Star, he just had his Wyoming winter skincare release. That was a couple weeks ago, right? And that was kind of the beginning of the NFL thing, right? Like he came out and he did the launch of all of that. And then right after that was when he said, flying back to Wyoming with my man and all that kind of stuff. And he showed the picture on his Instagram story and all that kind of stuff of him holding, or Instagram, I don't know where he put it, but somewhere, Twitter, everywhere, of him holding hands with somebody on this private jet, right? And then he said that his man was cooking him breakfast, okay? And he kept on putting hashtag NFL, hashtag NFL. He wanted to bring a lot of attention to the fact that this was an NFL player, all right? So, that's what's been going on. Now, that was right on the heels of the Wyoming winter skincare line, which is still not sold out over on Jeffree Star Cosmetics. And, you know, I know that we're in a different economy and things like that, but people want to say that Jeffree Star is this genius businessman and all that kind of stuff, which would make you think that you would order less product than you did before, because you wouldn't just want that product to go to waste, right? So if you know that we're in a different economy and people aren't ordering as much as they ordered in the past based on your previous orders, you would think that you wouldn't order as much. So he's still not sold out of that. So if you want to go get your winter Wyoming, go over there and you can get it today if you want to. But anyway, and I am under the belief that Jeffree Star always brings a lot of drama and attention to himself because it's a marketing tactic for him. I believed that since day one, and I still believe it today, that he uses all of this as a marketing tactic, okay? Do I think that Jeffree Star wants to get involved in some deep drama, some dark drama that's going to bring him a lot of attention negatively? No, I don't. I think he treads lightly when it comes to that stuff. I think that's why he didn't come right out. And, you know, he wanted to come out in a Twitter and kind of talk about how there are all these influencers that are lying, doing their reviews, and he's back to do these, you know, Jeffree Star approved videos or whatever on his TikTok. But then when he did his TikTok reviewing the L'Oreal telescopic mascara, like, he didn't really, like, come hard for Michaela. I mean, he just, you know, if he really believed that she was such a liar and all this kind of stuff, like, he would have come hard for her. He would have said, you lied in your review, we're makeup artists, we know that you lied in your review, okay, and you just need to come out and own it. He didn't say that. He said, you're the one that's setting the bar. And to me, it was almost kind of like when I watched it, and I've watched his review several times now, I was very confused. I was like, so are you now saying that she didn't lie about the review? Like, I'm really confused about it, you know? And in fact, many of these people that did the review, Manny, James, I mean, the list goes on and on and on. There's been several people that have done this review now, right? What's interesting to me is that they all came out and did this review, but they didn't say if Michaela was lying or not, which was the issue. But then they all used the drama, and they all said something about the drama in their TikToks, talking about how, like, oh, there's a lot of drama surrounding this product. Well, we all know what the drama is. The drama is that Michaela allegedly lied about this mascara, right? Okay, so then to get in a TikTok and review said product, which has drama surrounding it, but to not address the drama and say, well, you know, like, she absolutely lied and it didn't give me the same effect that it gave her or whatever. Like, for me, that's very confusing, okay? So I think Jeffree is I think he is treading lightly the drama that he gets himself involved in, right? Because I do think that Jeffree knows that for him to get in drama again is going to bring up all the drama for the past for him, and he doesn't want that, right? So he wants to do this kind of lighthearted drama. He wants to make it big on TikTok. I think that, you know, like, he's doing very well. His TikToks do very well, and I think he, you know, said, this is my chance to get back to do these Jeffree Star approved videos and on and on and on. Okay, so and that has a little bit to do with the video that I'm going to be talking about when I'm talking about the beauty influencer space. So he comes out with this NFL stuff, right? And he starts talking about how he's dating this NFL player. Well, everybody starts wondering who this NFL player is, okay? I mean, I cannot even begin to tell you guys how many people have sent me receipts speculating who this person is now, okay? And there are TikToks all over the place speculating who this person is and showing the back of this football player and showing this football player's stats and saying that this football player is 6'6", and this football player is 6'6", and could it be this person, and could it be that person, right? And then this NFL player's wife came out and DM'd Jeffree Star, and Jeffree Star exposed it on Twitter and was like, you know, listen, I don't go after married men, whatever, right? Further pushing the whole narrative of this, I'm dating an NFL player, okay? And I've said all along that I don't believe that he's dating an NFL player, okay? He might be effing an NFL player, maybe an NFL player that's on the DL, but do I believe that he's dating an NFL player? No, I don't. And I may eat my words. I might absolutely eat my words. I mean, they might be sitting there front and center at the Super Bowl, and if that's the case, and Jeffree and his new beau are going to Super Bowl parties, of which there will be many Super Bowl weekend, and they're doing a public display of affection and all that, then I will completely eat my words. And honestly, I will be very surprised too. So anyway, he keeps on pushing all this, right? Well, then he has the Valentine's Day mystery boxes come out, all right? Well, is it a mystery that Jeffree Star is talking about being in love right when his mystery boxes come out? Not to this one, it's not, okay? And what's interesting, and I got actually several people that sent me this. I wasn't even really looking at Jeffree Star's mystery boxes. They weren't really even on my radar. And several people sent this to me, and they said, have you looked at Jeffree Star's mystery boxes? Like, first of all, they've been out for several days and they're not selling out. And in the past, Jeffree Star's mystery boxes, I mean, they sold out, like, right away, you know? And that was the first thing. And the second thing was people were telling me to look at the price point on the mystery boxes, which I did, which was interesting. And the third thing was how many you could order. And so I want to get into that really quickly. So when you go over to his mystery boxes, the deluxe were $175 and have been marked down to $99. And then the Supreme were $416 and been marked down to $175. So I don't know if that's like what you get for the price of all of that and all that kind of stuff, right? Okay, but then, and I think that he may have addressed that actually. So anyway, then underneath here it says limit 12 per customer, okay? Well, what's interesting about this that a lot of people were bringing to my attention was that in the past, I mean, first of all, who's going to order 12 mystery boxes from Jeffree Star? I mean, seriously, who is ordering 12 mystery boxes from anybody? From anybody. I don't care how much you love this person, right? But apparently in the past, Jeffree Star's limit on mystery boxes was 2. That you could only order 2. Now, that's what I've been told. I don't know if there's truth to that or whatever. But in the past, he had a smaller limit on how many you could order. But now there's 12 mystery boxes. And I was sent to this by several people. So there has to be some truth to this. I don't know if that was 10 years ago or whenever that was. But you can go over there. They're still available right now. The Supreme and the Deluxe are still available. So you can go over there and you can order your mystery boxes. Which it is interesting to me that, there's only 7 reviews on it. All of them 5-star reviews, but there's only 7 reviews over here on Jeffree Star Cosmetics. That's kind of interesting to me too, that he only has 7 reviews. How many people are buying? Well, I mean, apparently they haven't gotten there. How are these people, when they just ordered their mystery boxes? Well, I read the first one and it said I always love his mystery boxes. So super excited to see what's inside of them. Waiting for the mystery boxes. Yeah, it's nobody that's actually received the mystery box. So they're not really true reviews. They're just reviews talking about how excited they are to see what's in the mystery box. Okay. So that's where we're at as of now, okay, is that Jeffree Star is, I feel like, using this whole NFL thing. Now, you have to remember, okay, don't forget, when he was in the most recent Shane Dawson series, you know, the Shane Dawson series that Shane just did, which is called like, hey, I'm coming to Wyoming so that we can please put out this palette because I need more money because I don't want to have to do anything, right? You remember that series that Shane Dawson put out? That series that was called I'm Coming to Wyoming and then I'm going to release merch the next day through Killer Merch. That series. You know that series? Okay. So anyway, that series that was called 3 Days in Wyoming, Let Me Feed It Out Like It's the Biggest Series in the Entire World. That series, you know that? Okay. So anyway, in that series, when they're standing in the kitchen, Jeffree's talking about how he doesn't even get on his phone and he can't be bothered with the drama and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, girl, seriously, like you have fed this story out about this NFL player's wife, on this kind of stuff, right? Which, like, in all honesty, like, this woman, like, reached out to him I think it's a really bad look, personally. This woman reached out to him privately. He could have just said, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm not talking about your husband, okay? And, but he didn't. He took her name and everything and exposed it on Twitter, which I was like, I don't know, like, that's kind of, like, I have an issue with that, right? So anyway, bringing a lot of negative attention to her. So allegedly, she's, like, gone off of Instagram and stuff like that now, right? So, and all these people, like, in the comment sections were really nasty. They're like, she needs to watch her man. Apparently, she's worried about her man cheating and all this kind of stuff, right? Well, now there's all these TikToks, like I said, of people speculating who this NFL player is, right? Not to mention, there's all of these TikToks out there. I mean, people are making jokes on Twitter and left and right, okay? But there's a lot of TikToks where people are making jokes, and they're like, saying like, I'm not in Wyoming right now, insinuating that they're not the NFL player or the person dating Jeffree Star. There's all these kind of joke TikToks, right? Well, today, Jeffree Star just uploaded 2 of those TikToks to his Instagram story, bringing further attention to the fact that, I mean, he wants this whole narrative to kind of go viral. Like, who's Jeffree dating? Who's Jeffree dating? Who's Jeffree dating? Who is this person, right? What's interesting to me about it is, I just have to say that, like, whether this person is a coach, or I don't even know the words, third string, or whatever they're doing, okay? Whatever this person is doing in the world of football, how busy are they really? Like, how important are they really to the world of football? 2 weeks out to the Super Bowl, even if their team isn't playing, and they're just shacked up at the Wyoming ranch, hanging out with the yaks and the camels and Jeffree Star. Like, I don't understand that, right? Like, to me, it's like, I mean, I'm confused that this person doesn't have anything else to do but just hang out and make toast and Nutella for Jeffree Star in the morning. I mean, like, I don't get that. Like, I'm very confused by it, right? So anyway, Jeffree comes out today and he tweets this out. Hold on a second. Let me pull this up. My receipts, Whitney. He tweets out, it's confirmed, this was 20 hours ago, it's confirmed, I'll be flying to Arizona for hashtag Super Bowl weekend. Okay, now the interesting thing about a lot of this is, and I said this in my last video talking about it, he's been hashtagging the hell out of this. He's been hashtagging NFL, 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 NFL. Well, everybody's talking about the NFL because the NFL is going to be here in 2 weeks, okay? Now he hashtags Super Bowl to bring, because anybody that's going to see the Super Bowl with as many, okay, you have to remember, when you go in and you look at a tweet, right, and then you look at the top tweets, if you go in, his is probably going to be one of the top tweets, so it's going to bring a lot of attention to him, right? Okay, so then it further this story of, well, who's Jeffree Star and who's this NFL player that he's dating and whatever, you know? He wants this whole idea. It's like, now we watched that movie the other night, what's it called, Shotgun Wedding with Jennifer Lopez, and I liked it, you know, but it's like, my friend Valerie, my friend Tanya, they both said to me, they're like, how many times can Jennifer Lopez play a bride? Which, I love Jennifer Lopez, and she looks fantastic in the movie, and she looks fantastic in life. But it is kind of true. Like, how many times can Jennifer Lopez play a bride, right? And it's like, Jeffree Star always wants to play like this, you know, like, I don't know, this, like, somebody's, like, coming to, like, just, you know, like, dream romance him. And, hey, listen, if he's having the dream romance of his life, I hope that's true. I do. You know, like, I say this in a lot of my videos. I love to be in love. Don't you love to be in love? Let's wish that for everybody, right? But if you're making it up for marketing reasons, then that's kind of really sad and pathetic and desperate. I really think it is. Because this is the thing, okay, that you have to think about. When it comes to a lot of these people, right, is that I have to believe that there are people out there that would genuinely and authentically date and be interested in having a romantic relationship with many of them, right? So for me, it's always very interesting when they're like, I can't find anybody to date or there's nobody to date. Now, do I think it's difficult in the world they live in? Because they're like, oh, you know, like, I'm never going to find anybody because somebody always wants to use me and whatever for the celebrity. Yeah, I'm sure that that's probably difficult. But there are a lot of celebrities that meet people that are in, you know, I don't know, parallel fields or things like that. And it doesn't seem like they always have these crises where they can never meet anybody romantically. And I wish that for all of them, you know. I wish it for all of them. I hope that they all can have romantic relationships that are healthy romantic relationships. Let me just say that. So he puts that out there, and then 20 hours after that, he posts, Damien, that's why her hair is so big, it's full of secrets, Mean Girls. And he puts this picture up, this like Valentine's Day picture of him with this like wig on and things like that. It's whatever. Okay, so underneath it, it's confirmed I'll be flying to Arizona for Super Bowl weekend. It's interesting when you read the tweets, okay? It's not like the people that are commenting back. It's not like people are like super obsessed with this and they're like, oh my God, Jeffree Star is going to be at the Super Bowl with his NFL boyfriend. Like, my immediate reaction when I read the tweet was like, is he really going to step out in public with this guy? Like, I mean, that was my immediate, response was like, are they really going to step out in public and be like, okay, here we are, you know? Now, I don't know if you've ever lived in a town or been in a town for the Super Bowl, but it's a big deal. And, you know, like, so I live in Indianapolis. We had the Super Bowl here years ago, and my husband and I were blessed enough to be able to go to a lot of the parties. They're big celebrity parties, you know? You see people from all over the place. And if Jeffree Star is in Arizona for the Super Bowl and he's not going to any of these celebrity parties and he doesn't show up to the Super Bowl with his alleged NFL boyfriend, then I think it's very speculative. I mean, you're going to Arizona for Super Bowl weekend to just, what, sit in an Airbnb or sit in a hotel? So then it makes you think that they are going to come out publicly and show this relationship, right? Maybe they will, you know, maybe that's what's going to happen for the Super Bowl, and he's really teasing that out. It'd be very interesting to see. If that's the case, then no, I won't believe that this is a marketing scheme. I think the timing is interesting, but then I will be like, okay, well, this really is Jeffree in love, and I'm happy for him, you know, and I hope that he's having a great time, and touchdown! He won, you know, and he got his NFL player, I guess, that he always wanted. But that will be interesting to me, you know. The proof will be in the pudding for me the weekend of the Super Bowl. It will be interesting to see, like, how public he is with all of this. If he just shows up at the Super Bowl and there's, like, no pictures with him and this guy that he is allegedly dating, and it's just, like, him staying, you know, at the Ritz-Carlton or something, and, you know, like, he's just, like, going to this party or going to that by himself, baby, I am buying it, okay? Like, if you're gonna say you're going to Arizona for the Super Bowl, well, I mean, anybody with that kind of money could afford it, right? But you're saying that you're dating an NFL player, and now you're saying that you're going to the Super Bowl, or you're going to the town that the Super Bowl is going to be in for that weekend, unless that's not what he's saying, unless he's acting like that, and then he's going to do some master class, you know, or something like that, and it's not even, you know what I mean? But, like, we'll see. We will see. I don't think it's for him to meet up with Rihanna. I could be wrong about that, but, you know, it'll be interesting to see how public he is about all of this. I mean, he's the one that's fed it out. He's the one that's fed this storyline out of him dating an NFL player and all this kind of stuff. Because, you know, I mean, if this is an NFL player isn't going to hide from going to Super Bowl parties and going to the Super Bowl and having his picture taken and things like that, right? So, I mean, whoever the NFL player is going to be, you know, public, totally public. So then it will be their relationship is, you know, and then it will be, Jeffree will come out and say, you know, well, maybe he's not ready to be public about this yet, and switch the narrative, which is really interesting. Like, that's what Jeffree does a lot, which, then why are you going to the Super Bowl? I don't know. So, I don't know. I have all kinds of different speculations. Put in the comment section what you think is going to happen below, and I guess we will find out and see Super Bowl weekend. Now I'm not interested in, I don't even know. I looked up the Super Bowl to see who was playing. I don't care. I don't know them teams. That doesn't mean anything to me. I love Rihanna. I love a good halftime show. Don't get me wrong. That's why listen, I go to Super Bowl parties if I go to Super Bowl parties, which is rare. And we usually get invited to like 1 or 2 a year. I go for the food, okay? And you can always find me, if I go to a Super Bowl party, you can always find me by the treat trays, okay? By the cheese and the dips and things like that. Oh my God, I love a good dip. I do. A cheese dip at a Super Bowl party. I love it so much. But you can find me at the cheese dip and whatever. But then for the halftime show and the commercials, I love the commercials too. You can find me front and center for the halftime show. You know, when we had it in Indianapolis, it was Madonna. Vogue, 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 Vogue. Anyway, let me know what you think about all of that in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.